Lakers also held media on Monday after a disappointing year where Russell Westbrook's homecoming wasn't as expected. The team committed to moving forward with Russ and new teammate Patrick Beverley. LeBron James addressed the media on his optimism about all this.
Look forward to, like I said, being on a part of the journey with him this year. And, it's going to be a great year for him. And we're going to be right there with him, we're here, and it starts tomorrow. It's all about putting in the work. And when you put in the work, you see the results. So I'm looking forward to it.
Man, I'm super excited just about till next season. Number one, extremely blessed and never take having an ability to be able to play another season. That's something that I really honed in on. The details of kind of what happened to me don't really matter. I think the most important part is that being healthy, looking forward to this season, and looking forward to doing great things.
Stephen A., you think it's going to work with Russ this year?
I don't. And what I mean by that is championship. I definitely believe that if Russell Westbrook ends up staying in Los Angeles, as opposed to going, say, somewhere like Indiana for Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, and a couple of picks, which to me is still possible. I know they haven't offered it or anything like that, but if that offer comes down the pike, I think you'll see the Lakers take that offer. If that doesn't happen and he ends up staying a Los Angeles Laker, I definitely believe this season will be better than last. I don't believe that Russell Westbrook will ever be this bad again. It was an awful year for him last year. We can point to Frank Vogel because that's what he apparently would like us to do, and how they never got on the same page or et cetera, et cetera. But again, I would remind Russell Westbrook, I believe in him. I believe that he's much better than he showed last year, and he is going to show us that. But it is important that he recognizes this. Russell Westbrook's going to the Hall of Fame. Russell Westbrook is one of the great players that we've ever seen in NBA history. Clearly the most athletic point guard in NBA history. I mean, the only comparable person was Derrick Rose in Derrick Rose's healthiest days, okay? But these were your teammates. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Victor Oladipo, Paul George, James Harden again, or Carmelo Anthony before that, James Harden again, and Bradley Beal, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, with no titles to show for it. You are one of the greatest talents we have ever seen. We all know this. At some point in time, there has to be some level of modification. In other words, I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to do things my way. Well, it's worked for you individually. It's worked for you clearly monetarily, but it hasn't delivered the chip. And that's the only thing left. Russell Westbrook, I get mad when people look at him and they try to talk about him. He is right if he has a problem with somebody questioning his character. This brother don't get in any trouble. He's smart. He's thoughtful. He's got businesses all over the place out here. The brother doing big things.
I bought my Bronco from his
Damn right. It should be called Westbrook. It's like a mile long. Everything is Westbrook. The brother is doing sensational things. But you've never had a chip despite your exceptional talent. At some point in time, that's going to call for modification on his part. I don't know if it's going to happen in L.A. to a point where you're going to deliver a championship, but I do think the Lakers season will be better this year than it was last, and they will make the playoffs.
Yeah, we're going to agree on that. But look, it's all about evolution as a player. The last great player we saw go through this was Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony needed to change his game. He needed to adjust to what the league needed from him. And yes, he's one of the top 10 scorers of all time, but you're not going to be a top 10 scorer in this league. This is where your role is best fit. And what happened? Took him about a year and a half off. Had to have an attitude adjustment, and he came back and has been as good as a veteran player that you could ask for from Carmelo.
But it was easier for him to do that because he was out of the league. Russell Westbrook has been in the league. He getting paid $47 million this year.
But my point is this.
It's harder for him to make that
point is this. He played with Carmelo last year. He can look at an example of I have to adjust. At some point in time, we talked about self-awareness.
But what's the adjustment? What adjustment does Russell Westbrook have to make?
Whatever the team asks of him. If they want you to be in the dunker, if they want you to be more of a screener. And I'm going to say this. Last year's struggles for Russell weren't just Russell. Anthony Davis, who was supposed to be able to clean up one of the top 3 blocks, one of the best defensive players, one of the best big men shooters, who was supposed to help create some space for Russ and create some space, that all went down the tube, and it just highlighted everything that Russ struggled with. The outside shooting, the defense, the finishing, all of those things. So when you look at Russ, and I think when I look at the Lakers and what they're capable of, it has to be a collective unit. It can't be like LeBron is great, AD's great, Russell's great, we're going to be great. No, it's like you're deficient here, I'm efficient here, and if we bring this all together as a team, and that's the last thing that we see, the last thing we will need to see is can they all do it together collectively? And I still have doubts, as all of the Laker Nation does and all of the NBA Nation does.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.